Okay, well, Mom, you're going to have to move up. Oh, you can't. Okay, well, here we are. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Ashya Shanell here, back with another video. And today we are going to be finishing our sloper series. So we will be doing the front and the back pants. So if you would like to see part 3, finally, and without further ado, keep on watching. So we're just gonna get into it. This one might be a little bit more difficult, but we're gonna power through it. Okay. So we're gonna start with points. First point we're gonna do here. You're gonna go out 8 5/8. So from that first point, go out 8 5/8. It was an ugly line, but we're going to power through. 8 5/8 for your high hip line. This is what we just drew, which is the high hip. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make a middle line. So I'm going to make a line that goes right in the middle of these, just so it's easier to find your points. Okay, so we're going to go down 3 inches. From that 3 inches, well, that's perfect. So you're going to have 4 inches on this side of the line we just drew. We're trying to make this simpler. And on this side of the line, you're going to have 5 1/8. I missed a little piece over here. So, it may not be perfect, but your line should equal out to 9 1/4. So you need to add a little bit on each side, but this line should be 9 1/4. This is the only way I know how to teach it, because yeah, it's difficult because it's not on a center fold and you're not going straight through. So this line here is your low hip. From your low hip, you're going to go down another 3 inches to get your crotch line. So from here, you have 4 inches on this side of the line. So last time we did 3, this time we're going to do 4. So we got 4 on this side. And on this side you will have 6 1/2. Boom. Your finish line should equal out to be 10 5/8. Once again, I will write that on the screen so you have all your measurements wrote down in case you need to stop this video, because once again, it is very difficult to teach. Okay. So continuing on from the crotch line, you're going to go down 4 3/4 to get your thigh line. Once again, you have 4 inches on this side of the line. This is a very good idea. And then on this side, you need about 5 1/2. Oh, my Lord, that line was not straight. There we go. So you will equal out to 9 3/4. I'm sorry, 9 3/8. 9 3/8. So this line is 9 3/8. Now we're going to extend this middle line again so we can do the rest of it. Okay. So we brought the line down. We can bring it down a little bit more because we're going to have to do this one too. Just going to bring that down. Okay. So now we're on to the knee line. So from the thigh line, you have to go down 8 inches. Bring your line down 8 inches to get, what is this, 3 3 3/4. 3 3/4 on this side of the line. So we're just going to say the left side of the line because we keep saying this side of the line. The left side of the line, 3 3/4. This side, the right side of the line, 4 1/2. Equaling out to be 8 1/4. So once again, once you get these lines and they're not the exact measurements, just lengthen this one or lengthen that one to get your line that you need it to be at. Now from the knee line, remember we said 8 1/4. The knee line, we're going down to the calf 5 inches. So you're going down from the knee line 5 inches. On the left side of the line, we are looking at 3 3/4. Three 3/4. On this side, on the right side, we have 4 1/8. And that whole line should be 8 inches even. So your calf line is 8 inches even. You're going to move down all the way down to your base. Your base is basically your ankle, or if you need to extend it, you can. But from your calf line, you're going down 10 3/4. Your base left base is going to be 3 1/2. Right base 3 1/2, equaling out to 7 inches. So now we have done the high hip all the way down to the ankle. We're going to bring it back up. What we're going to do is go up 4 inches. If you need to, you could draw your line, but it might make things a little harder to do when you have to do your dart. So once again, do this in pencil if you need your line. So actually, let me do that. I'm going to make a line too. I can do it in marker because I know what I'm doing. Okay. So, we're going to start with the right side. On your right side, you need 4 3/8. Okay? You got 4 3/8. Here on your left side, you need 3 1/4. Ew. Okay. 3 1/4. So now you have your waist, but your waist is up a little bit. Your waist is raised 1/4 for at 2 1/4 make a point. From your left point, let's see if I'm in, okay. From your left point, go in 2 1/4, make a point, and then you need to raise your line 1/4 and connect them. I made that very difficult. Okay. So now you can erase this line because this is your waistline. It's a little raised on the side seam. So now you have to do your dart. So since this is your line, if you are coming from the right side, your first dart leg is 3 7/8. You go in 3 7/8 to get your first dart leg. If you're coming from the left side, I wrote it down. It is 2 3/4. Yes. If you are coming from the left, it is 2 3/4 to get your first dart leg. Or you can just do both to get your 1-inch dart. Once you get your 1-inch dart, your dart is 3 3/4 in length. I'm not sure why my dart is crooked, so I'm gonna make it right. 3 3/4. My dart is very crooked. I'm gonna fix it right now so we can both do it together. Actually, I can erase it and then redo it. Okay. So, since these are dart legs, of course, you have to get the middle line. Our middle line is not far off from this one, from where we made the line to guide our lines. So we can use that one. And then we're going to connect to our end point. Your dart is 3 3/4, and it is 1 inch wide. Now, since you got all your points and all your lines laid out, we can do the side seam and the middle seam. The front and back seam, I guess you could say. So this one is basically straight to the point, but we're going to connect them by each point. We're not just going to go one straight line because, like I said, it's not like cut and dry like that. So we're going to do waist. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to give you the measurement for your waist. Your waist needs to be 7 5/8 with the dart. Of course, it's going to be 6 5/8 once you close up your dart. So we got that out the way. Okay. So we're going to go from waist to high hip. Connect that up. Then we're going to go high hip to low hip. Connect that up. Low hip to crotch. And these points do have notches I'll do that one later. These points do have notches, so if you need to make your points, cut them out so you know. We're gonna go crotch to thigh. Thigh to knee. Knee to calf. And then calf to base. Or ankle. Whichever you prefer. Boom. Now, we need to do the other side. So actually, I'm going to start from the bottom. So we're going to go base to calf again, just on opposite side. Knee to calf again, opposite side. And knee also does have notches as well. So I'll put that there. And then we're going to go thigh to knee again. And crotch to thigh. Now for crotch to low hip, you need your hip curve. If you're making pants by now, I assume that you have hip curve. So find that perfect curve that goes from the crotch to the low hip. Connect up the points. This one actually could have been straight. And then we're going to go low hip, straight to waist. Because this is very just straight to the point, cut and dry. Boom. And now you have your front pant sloper in a standard size, which is size 8. Now we're going to do the same thing all over again for the back. So that was a very good idea for me to make that line. So I'm going to make a line. Actually, I'm going to start my line here. No, I'm going to do it exactly how I did the other one. Okay? Make your point. Excuse my dog, she's barking at a cat or something. I forgot to tell you how long your pattern paper should be, so I will put that at the beginning of the video so you know. But please leave yourself some room up here, because remember, we're not starting at the waist, we're starting at the hip, at the high hip, to make our points and start from there. So you have your point, and you're going out 8 3/4. So you're gonna go right down the middle. Make it closer to my dark so it'll be easier this time to do it. Right down the middle, so you can make the rest of your points. At your high hip line, you're going to go down 3 inches just like before. On your left, you will have 4.5 inches. This is your low hip, so your left low hip, 4.5 inches. Right low hip, 4 3/4. No, 4 7/8. Sorry. Equaling out a line to be 9 1/8. Once again, it will be down there, right on the screen. So from your low hip line, 9 1/8, your low hip line, you're going to go down again 3 3/8 inches for your crotch line. So on your left crotch line, we're doing 4 5/8. On your right crotch line, we are doing 9 3/8. Equaling out the line to be 14 inches. Your crotch line is 14 inches. So from your crotch line, we are going down 4 3/8 to get your thigh line. Your thigh line, your left thigh line is 4.5. Doing this right. There we go. Okay. Your right thigh line, 6.5. Equaling out to be 11 inches. Like I said, if it's not equal, make sure it just equals out to be that on both sides, 11 inches. Because this line is not in the middle. We just made a line to guide us through the rest of our journey on this sloper. Like I said, it's not right in the middle, but that's okay, because I'm giving you the measurements that it should be on both sides of the line. Okay. Okay. So, from your thigh line, we're going down 8 inches to your knee line. Your left thigh line, 4 1/8. Sorry. Your thigh line, your left thigh line, 4 1/4. Your right thigh line is 5 1/8. Make that 5 1/4. For a grand total of 9 3/8 for your knee line. From your knee line, you're going to go down again 5 inches to your calf line. Your left thigh line, 4 1/4. And your right calf line is 4 7/8. With a grand total of 9 inches. Your calf line is 9 inches. So we're going to go down 7 3/4 to get our baseline. When did that happen? Okay. Your left baseline is 4 inches even. Your right baseline, 4 inches even, giving you a grand total of 8 inches. So now we're going to go back up to the top, and your waistline is 4.5 inches up. So Once again, it has the raise. So we're gonna go make my line again. We're gonna go straight. Now the only difference is, oh, I can tell you what it was. Okay. So, from going up 3.5, your left waistline is 3.5, your right waistline is 4. Now, you see that I went straight, but you are up an entire inch. So draw a line, go straight up an inch, connect this line, well, this point, make it a point so it makes sense, and we're gonna go and connect it to this line. So you're gonna have like a little mini triangle here. But of course, you're going to erase this line once you make this one. Boom. So, now you have your waistline. Erase this line. That's why you always work in pencil. You have your waistline. Your waistline needs to be 7.5 inches. Now, from the new waistline, you need to be 3 1/4 from the left for your first dart leg. Coming from the right, you need to be 3 3/8. Right. Yes, 3 3/8 to come together for your dart. Once again, your dart is 3 3/4. I'm gonna mark that, and then we can go connect the lines. Now, me, I always make a line in the middle, but since I know what my measurements are, I don't really need to make a line in the middle. Cool. 1 inch dart, 3 3/4, 3 3/4 inches down. Now all we have to do is connect our seams. So here we're gonna go waist to low hip. I'm sorry, waist to high hip. Connect. High hip to low hip. Connect. Low hip to crotch. Connect. Crotch to thigh. I originally used this one, but it really doesn't matter. But you're going, because it's a little curve anyway. Thigh to knee. Knee to calf. Calf to base. Calf to base or ankle, whichever you prefer. Now we're going to do it on the exact opposite side. Base to calf. Calf to knee. side of knee. And then we're going to use our hip curve to get our crotch. Thigh to crotch. Boom. By now you should know how to use a hip curve. I'm not going to give you the measurements because you should know. Now this one was a little tricky. You just got to find where it goes, where it meets up, and a nice point. Once you get it, boom. Then this one is straight. We're doing waist to low hip because it's supposed to be straight. Boom. And then you kind of marry those to make that a smooth finish. And then you have it for your back pant sloper. Standard size 8. So then you date it 5/19. Add a signature if you want. Boom. And you are good to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That concludes my sloper series. If you did not see part 1 and 2 where I made the front and the back sloper of your bodice top, please go check those out. I don't really think a skirt sloper is necessary because if you watch my part 1 and 2, you will see that the waist extends down to make a skirt or the top of a pants. You can connect the two if need be for making a jumpsuit or anything. I do have jumpsuit pattern tutorials. And for a skirt, you can just extend it down and do whatever you need to do. You already have the dart there. A skirt isn't really necessary. A skirt pattern video isn't really necessary. But if you would really like to see me do one, comment below. Let me know. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.